What comes to mind when you think of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder? Be honest. Maybe you think of loud, misbehaving boys who will just outgrow it, that adults with it just aren't trying hard enough. Maybe you think it's overdiagnosed, an excuse for bad parenting and to push medication onto children. You probably don't think of a straight-A pleasure-to-have-in-class honors student who's not a boy. I know I didn't. Despite 2 therapists suggesting in my teens that I might have ADHD, I wasn't diagnosed until March 2020. And that was thanks to the idea that ADHD is a childhood disorder mainly found in rowdy boys with poor grades. So, not me. Besides, why'd it even matter if I had ADHD if my grades were fine? Well, because basically nothing else was fine. I had strong emotions that I had difficulty controlling, leading to outbursts that I didn't understand that cost me relationships and friendships. I was impulsive, with stranger danger being thrown out the window during my rebellious teenager years. I couldn't handle rejection or criticism without crying, no matter how badly I wanted to. I thought I was lazy because I had so much trouble doing simple tasks like emptying the dishwasher. My mom and I thought it was just depression. That's why I was going to therapists in the first place. And that I just had a strong personality that made my social life difficult. I didn't know how to describe everything that was going on inside me. I didn't know that my racing thoughts, impulsiveness, strong emotions, the days I couldn't get out of bed, that all that wasn't normal. I thought other people were just better at coping with it. I started to feel broken and inadequate, and that's not just me. 1 in 37 people recently surveyed had attempted suicide in their life. That number went up to 1 in 7 for people with ADHD and 1 in 4 for women with ADHD. In fall 2019, I found this comic called ADHD Alien. It had an alien talking about how video games helped her relax more than meditation ever had, and I was floored. That was exactly me. I've never had a moment without thoughts, and I didn't realize other people could, even occasionally. I started reading through all of the comics and saw myself in all of them, from comics about how difficult it is to start tasks no matter how badly you want to the ways that ADHD can cause depression. The creator uses the analogy of an alien because of how different ADHD can make you feel, like an alien navigating a human world. And the world isn't always very nice to people who are different. But finding other aliens helps you feel less alone. Finding these comics made me feel like I wasn't broken, and I started learning about all the ways that it affects my life, from how I handle rejection to hearing and organization and time management. And I started to learn about the things I could do to feel better. I started stimulants when I got my diagnosis, and no, they don't get me high or give me an advantage. My brain is naturally understimulated, so taking stimulants brings it up to par. Basically, this is my brain, and this is my brain on drugs. I can work and function more easily. I'm not struggling to get out of bed nearly as much as I used to be. I can handle racing thoughts and anxiousness so much better, but I still have days where it's not enough. I still have days where I can't get out of bed and I'm yelling at myself internally to please just get up, take your meds, eat something, drink water, take a shower, do anything, and my body just refuses to cooperate. Those are the days that microwaving lasagna feels like too much to ask of myself. I just don't have it in me to get up, walk to the fridge, open the fridge, find lasagna, take out the lasagna, get a plate, put the lasagna on a plate, put the plate in the microwave, turn on the microwave, wait. Waiting is so boring. Take it out, wait for it to cool, then eat it. It's just too much. See, my brain takes one task, microwave lasagna, and breaks it down into 13 steps, 13 little tasks. That's why everything is so exhausting and overwhelming to me. It's not laziness, it's that your molehill is my mountain. But after all this, I'm graduating this May with honors, and I'm going on to an accelerated graduate program with the School of Public Health. I work at HOPE and VPVA, and I'm a crisis response advocate. I've held multiple jobs and internships, and I've kept my grades up through all of it. And none of this is to brag, but because almost a third of employers would not hire someone with ADHD, when we are some of the hardest working people you will ever meet. When you have to climb a mountain just for leftover lasagna, you get very good at climbing mountains. I barely scratched the surface of what having ADHD is like in these 5 minutes, so I encourage you to check out ADHD Alien and my own website, the NDNB, shameless plug there. To get those suicide rates and those unwilling to hire rates down, people with ADHD need the rest of y'all to understand what things are really like for us, to unlearn those misconceptions I had that kept me from getting diagnosed younger. And for those of us with ADHD, we need each other. Thank you.